What's up, everybody? So tonight, I'm super excited. We're gonna take you through what I consider to be the hardest bodyweight exercise, which is that pull-up. So pull-ups, it's probably the #1 exercise that I see frustrate my clients and people in the gym the most. It's one of those movements that can be super hard to get, and a lot of people quit right before they've been able to finally do one full pull-up. So today I'm gonna take you through all the progressions that I take my clients through in order to gain the strength that is needed to do one full bodyweight pull-up. Let's go. All right, so one of the very first things that you're gonna wanna concentrate on is developing more bicep strength, more back strength, and more lat strength. Those are the primary muscle movers that you're gonna need to strengthen in order to do one full pull-up, okay? So if you're just beginning, the TRX row or any type of row is gonna be a great first exercise to gain the strength and the movements needed to complete a pull-up. All right, exercise number 2 for pull-up progressions is gonna be a banded lat pull down. Most gyms or commercial gyms will have a machine for lat pull downs. We're at the lab, baby, so we don't have any machines. So we use banded lat pull downs. So you're gonna lasso that band across the bar. We're gonna be inputting a PVC pipe here. We're gonna be sitting straight down underneath this band here, and we want to be right underneath it. We're basically doing the exact same movement that we're going to be doing on our pull-ups, except we're using a band and getting used to that movement and the resistance needed. Okay, exercise number 3 for pull-up progressions is going to be what we call an Aussie row. So an Aussie row, we're placing a barbell across the rack here, and we're gonna be doing a bodyweight row similar to the TRX, but this is gonna be a little bit harder. You're gonna be pulling your chest straight to the bar, staying tight. And if you need to make this a little bit easier, because you're not quite here yet, you can bring your feet in, and that's gonna take some weight off of your body so you can perform the movement correctly. And those are the 2 versions of Aussie rows. All right, exercise number 4, baby. Here we go. It's getting harder. So we're moving into what I call jumping pull-ups. And with jumping pull-ups, we're gonna be working the de-centric lowering phase, okay? So we're not working so much the pull on the way up, but the slow lower on the way down. So you're gonna wanna stack some plates up to a point where it's gonna allow you to be able to jump up, chin above the bar, and then lower nice and slow all the way to lock out here and work time under tension. So we don't wanna be falling, we wanna be nice and controlled on the way down. So once again, we're jumping, slow, controlled, hold it, all the way down. So the biggest thing I see people kind of cheat on these is they'll jump and they'll lower and then fall. So really try to make sure you're keeping tensions in the muscle all the way down to that starting spot. All right, so after you've mastered kind of the de-centric jumping pull-up, you're gonna start working on that pull again. So you're gonna wanna take a plate off, or in this case, I'm gonna take a plate off. And on the jump, now we're actually working on the pull. So we're gonna be just doing a little jump, pulling, and then still working on that slow lower. Back in place, little jump and pull, still working on that lower. So when you gain some strength, you can add the first phase, the jumping phase and the pull, back into the jumping pull-up. This is number 5 as far as pull-up progressions go. We're now moving into banded pull-ups, all right? Banded pull-ups, by the way, are probably the thing that I see people doing too much of when it comes to wanting to improve their pull-up strength and finally be able to get a full pull-up. So you don't want to just be working only bands, you want to be throwing in all the other stuff that we're showing you today. But bands are a great way to get stronger, get the motion down. One way to do it is to put your full foot in here, and you're going to let that band help you on that pull-up. So this band is taking resistance off of my body and allowing me to get full pull-ups here. So after you mastered the foot with a certain band, you can make it harder by going down to the knee right here. And then this band now is not going to be giving you quite as much help on those pull-ups. And then basically with banded pull-ups, you're going to want to go from thick as you get stronger, moving down to a smaller band, until you don't need a band anymore. All right, we're on number 6 already. We're flying. So progression number 6 is going to be bench assisted pull-ups. So you're going to put a bench out here. You're going to put a barbell across a rack, and you basically want to be about at a 90-degree angle here. The big thing when you're doing this is you don't want to lean back. You want to bring your shoulders under. You want to keep that back and that butt underneath, because we're trying to mimic the pull-up. So right here, from this position, we're just pulling straight up, pulling back down. Straight up, back down. So this bench is taking basically all my leg weight off of my body and making it a lot easier to perform this pull-up while using the same muscle groups. All right, so those are my favorite pull-up progressions that I just took you guys through. I'm gonna give you a few pieces of advice as far as some accessory stuff that you can add in to any of those progressions to make them a little bit harder and to also stress out your muscles and create change a little bit faster. So number 1 is gonna be adding tempo to any of the progressions that you're currently implementing or that you're on. What I mean by tempo is the speed at which you're doing a pull-up. So like a 1, 2, 3 count, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or even just focusing on a 1-second pause at the top and then another lower. So adding tempo to any of the progressions, trying different tempos out, that's one way to help your body create change and get stronger a little bit faster. Or how do you know that you're ready to start working on getting your first pull-up? So one of the baselines that I use is that you should be able to hang just from a bar right here for at least 20 to 30 seconds, okay? If you're going into pull-up progressions but we can't even hang from the bar, our shoulders, our scapula, it's probably not ready for you to start yanking your entire body weight, trying to yank your entire body weight up and over that bar, okay? So one of the very simplest things that you can do to strengthen those shoulder joints, strengthen the rotator cuff, the scapula, all the muscles around there, is literally just starting to hang from a bar for as long as you can. If that's 2 seconds, if that's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever that time is, just try to build on it every single day. And that's gonna help prepare your shoulders to be able to handle your body weight while you're doing a pull-up. All right, so those are my favorite pull-up progressions, favorite exercises to do to help people master their very first pull-up. So use those, implement them in your daily workout routines. If you enjoyed this video, you gained something from it, please just hit that like button. Give us some love, baby, give us some love. Hit the subscribe, because we're gonna be coming out with more awesome content, helping you achieve your fitness goals, inspiring you guys, and hope to see you on the next video. Get it how you live it.